Right, hi everybody, we're working through the diploma prep material here. This is polynomials, so we're just going to take a quick look at this graph here and come up with the pieces of information that you're being asked for over here. So first of all, take a quick look at this, and you can tell relatively quickly this has got to have an even degree. This is going to have a multiplicity of 1, this is going to have a multiplicity of 3, so my best guess is this is degree 4. Okay. The x-intercepts here are negative 4 and positive 3. So those are my two x-intercepts. And those would correspond to factors x plus 4, okay, that has a multiplicity of 1. And then over here, x minus 3, and that'll have a multiplicity of 3. Its end behavior here, this is starting in quadrant 2, and this is ending in quadrant 1. And now the leading coefficient, now because it opens up, I know that this is going to be positive. But I can actually do a little bit better than that. Okay, I'm going to just move up to the top here. And on the diploma, this would be a lot clearer here. But the intention was that it was clear that this graph was going through the point 1, negative 4. Now, again, I know that that's not hugely obvious based on this graph. It didn't come through really clear here. But that's the point that it's supposed to be going through. So I know, based on the information that I've just given, that this could have the equation y equals a, x plus 4 to the 1, x minus 3 cubed. And now if I plug in that point, negative 4 is equal to a times 1 plus 4, 1 minus 3 cubed. Okay, well what is this? This is negative 4 is equal to a times, well this will be 5. 1 minus 3 is negative 2, cubed is negative 8. Now when you multiply those together, we're going to get negative 40, which means my a value, if I divide that, will be positive 1/10. So I can actually do a little bit better than just saying it's positive. I can tell you that it's 1/10. Okay. The next thing that we wanted you to talk about here, to look at here, was where is the domain? Where is this function greater than 0? Now, the easiest way that I can think to describe this is, like, let's assume that this is the border between Canada and the US. Okay, so I am looking for where this thing is positive, where it's above the border, up in Canada. Now, you are on the border right when you're at those values right here. So where along this highway, okay, are you in Canada? Well, you're in Canada if you're driving along this road here before you get to this one. Now, this one is happening at negative 4, so you are in Canada essentially when x is less than negative 4, and then you don't get back into Canada until you get to positive 3 here, and then you go beyond it. So on this side here, so where x is greater than 3. Okay. Additionally, where's the domain where we're in the US, where we're below the x-axis here? Well, you're in the US as long as you're on this highway between negative 4 and 3, and so we would write this as negative 4 less than x less than 3. And that's going to push us into the US, below the x-axis.